This is one of the most delicious Mexican recipes of all time that you didn't even know you needed in your life. Picadillo con papas. Think of it as like a ground beef with potato hash sort of thing that you could eat in a bowl or with fresh homemade flour tortillas that we are gonna start with. Look, if you're new to cooking, take the tortillas out of it. You don't have to do that. You can just buy tortillas. But if you're new to cooking, you don't think you can cook, this would be the recipe to start with. You cannot F this up. I guess if you dropped it, that would be effing it up. But while you were eating it off the floor, it would still be delicious. There's the point. Don't try anything more challenging if this is your first foray into the kitchen. So do what I do, and you'll be fine. You won't be as stupid as I am, but you'll be fine. You'll be better than I am because I'm a moron. But we're gonna start with our tortillas. They're really simple. It's like 3 ingredients. They just need to sit for a little bit. And while they sit, we make our picadillo con papas. And then when the picadillo is ready, the tortillas are ready and everything comes together like this. Tortillas start with a bowl. And by the way, look at this bowl. You know what that is? That's saran from when I effed up the dough that I was making for the Detroit style In-N-Out pizza. By the way, great recipe, go look for it. Anyway, we can't get this off. It's just gonna live there. In any case, into our bowl goes 2 cups all-purpose flour, some salt, 2 tablespoons of oil, 1, 2, and now warm water. This recipe will make 8 or 9 tortillas. You come in with a Sam the Cooking Guy. We don't sell those, we should. Somebody made this for me. Wooden spoon, and we do this. You're looking for this to, oh, of course. Why does this happen to me? Flour just like jumps at me. You're looking for this to be sort of Play-Doh-ish. We all get that reference, right? If it's too wet, you can add a bit more flour, and if it's too dry, you can add a bit more. Okay, now that it's come together, let's get it out of the bowl and on here. That is perfecto. Tiny bit more flour on top. Just knead this for 1 minute. Help smooth it out. And if it's still sticky like that, still a little bit more flour. After about 1 minute of kneading, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make this into one nice little ball. This will now get cut into 8 even pieces. And each of these will roll into a little ball. And when they're a nice little ball-ish, on we go onto some parchment to rest. Carry on with the rest of them. Last guy, on he goes. Look, they clearly don't have to be perfect. Clearly, they don't have to be perfect. You know what tortillas look like. This guy we're gonna cover up with a towel. This goes away to rest for about a half an hour. In the meantime, we make our picadillo. And this begins with a splotch or 2 of oil, some vegetables, some onion, yellow, and some green pepper, or in this case, diced pasillas. Yes, they're green. They've got more heat than a regular green pepper. Gonna mean more flavor, but no, not so much like a jalapeno. And these, we just wanna give a couple minutes to start softening. All right, it's garlic time. Make a little spot, touch more oil. Then we go, I'm putting in 3 big cloves, and we mix. And just as it starts smelling fabulous, let's add our ground beef. 1 pound. And we break it up, as you would imagine. First time cooks, just follow along. Nothing you can do would be bad at this point. It's gonna take you a couple minutes, so just keep chopping, turning, get it all cooked through. So just keep doing what you're doing. Breaking it up, turning it around, mixing it in, cooking it through. Here's the deal, if you have a lot of liquid in the pan after your pound of ground beef, you might wanna get rid of it, but we're gonna be fine here. Let's add our seasonings. We start with cumin, oregano, smoked paprika, good pinch of salt and pepper, and we mix. Could you use taco seasoning out of a packet, Max?
Yes.
Of course you could. Make it as easy as you want. All right, time for some liquid. And I did not have diced tomatoes, so I've got some Italian peel that when we put them in, we squeeze them and we bust them up like that. We want the juice, but we also just need to bust these guys up nicely. So bust away. I mean, feel free by cheating with like a can of, diced tomatoes. They'll be fine. All right, 2 more liquid things. About 1.5 cups of, I'm using tomato puree. You could use tomato sauce. Honestly, you could use tomato soup. You'd be fine. And I'm gonna put in some Cholula, a couple tablespoons. And mix. And finally, a cup of beef broth. Beef broth, beef stock, whatever. It's all good. One last thing, you ready? For the potato part. This is 2 diced russet potatoes. Even dice, so they cook evenly. Just mix these kids in. Oh man, these are just waiting to get super delicious. All right, try and push the potatoes under the surface of the deliciousness. And when you have, turn it down to a light simmer, put a lid on it. Leave it alone. 20 minutes, and we'll be back. All right, ready. Check this out. Okay. So here's the deal. Picadillo can be as wet or dry as you like it. I knew there's, okay, did you, I paused. I started to say Picadillo can be as, I wanted to say wet and I thought.
You have a dirty mind.
No, somebody's gonna go, ooh. I was gonna say moist, and you can't say moist anymore. Liquidy. It can be as liquidy or as not liquidy as you want. And if you want it less liquidy, just leave the lid off at this point. But this is all really great. This guy, we gotta get going. We got a storm coming, guys. It's like Wizard of Oz. Okay, it's tortilla time. So let me move this, trying not to drop it. And now with the lid off, the moisture, the wetness, the liquidity will evaporate a little bit more. But now it's time for tortillas, so let's get happening. Here's our tortilla press that we just bought because the one that I had was taken away from me at customs going into Mexico. I tried to tell them it came from Mexico. I was bringing it back to Mexico. They had no interest in hearing that. So this is a Ziploc bag that I've opened up. Take one of our little guys right here, put this over the top. Top comes down, and you press. Like that, and there you go. Take them out. It's a little bit moist, and take this and drop them right on the flat top. There we go. Okay, little friend. You're probably looking at about a minute and a half aside, really no more than that. And look how this, just in the couple of minutes that the lid has come off, look how much more it's thickened up. And for me, this is about perfect. Gorgeous. It really is. And we flip. And that guy's finishing. Let's throw another one on. This kid's off. All right, let's go, boys. Let's make this happen. There we go. Oh, look at this. Get a spoon in there. But wait, don't stop there because we have tortillas. Dang it. Well, the only way to do this is to do this. So warm, beautiful tortilla. Oh, some of this business. Ay, 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 ay. You know how good that bite's gonna be? Do you have any idea, sir? It is hot AF. And by the way, if anybody's looking at this going, well, dudes, tortillas are kind of thick. I like them like this. They're more like naan. Oh my God.
It's hot as fuck.
What was a terrible mistake. Holy shit, but the most delicious, terrible mistake ever. All right, let me bring your attention to something. That, make that, do that. Remember what I said, never cooked before? This is the ticket. Cooked before? This is the ticket. Cook for every day in your life. Today's the last day on this planet for you. I'm sorry if it is. You want to have this with warm tortillas. Oh my God. Okay, thanks for hanging with us. Hit the subscribe button. Give us a like. Leave a comment below of what you want to see us make because we're here for you. No shit, here for you. And by the way, subscribers can win a Sam the Cooking Guy knife just by being a subscriber. We pick somebody, we put their name on the screen like this. You reach out to us, info@thecookingguy.com. We send you a knife. It's that simple. All right, I'm having some more. Peace. Enjoy it. You will.